Hello everybody, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast and tarot and oracle reading. So let us get straight into it and let's see what energy we have for today and tomorrow, being Monday and Tuesday. Let us have a look. We have the Queen of Swords. When we look at this card, the Queen is sitting there. She's got a sword in her hand and she's got a cat by her feet. And she's got a book of knowledge, or it looks like scrolls next to her. What I love about this card is looking at her face. She's like holding the sword as if to say, I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I have this sword and I'll use it if I have to. So as I'm tuning into Spirit and asking them what on earth this is all about, they're saying, let us try and have a little bit of a sense of humor, right? Because they're saying that, and reminding us, and me knowing also, so the last, I'd say week and a half has been harrowing, to say the least. We've had lots of challenges, all of us, to deal with on various levels. So here, let us try to just, I don't want to say laugh it off. We can't just laugh it off, but try to have a bit of a sense of humor a little bit, because we can't be serious and you know, feeling heavy for a very long time. It's not healthy for us. So let us try and laugh a little bit more, try and be a little bit silly, try and see the humor in the situation, or the human nature even, and even learn to laugh at ourselves a little bit, because we're not supposed to take ourselves so seriously. Okay. Also, what sticks out is that sword. So even though she looks uncertain, she has the sword, which represents knowledge and understanding and insight. So this is the week to really listen to your knowledge, use your knowledge. Knowledge is power, as the saying goes. And also look at the wisdom that you've gained over the last while and use that wisdom to your advantage, right? So there's that for today and tomorrow, being Monday and Tuesday. Let's get some insight from the Oracle of the Unicorns to elaborate on that energy for today and tomorrow, being Monday and Tuesday. These two cards are sticking out at me at the same time. Okay, the first one, it says trust. Now the wording on the card says, leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward, believe that you will fly. Now what I'm hearing along with this is in order for anything in life to happen, we've got to take the first step, okay? It's the same as if you need to go and buy something from the shops. You have to go and get it, unless you order online. That's a stupid example, but you get my point. If you want something in life, you've got to take a step towards what you want. You can't wait for what you want to come to you without taking some sort of action first, right? This is about trusting yourself, trusting that you're taking the correct steps as you feel guided, and trusting the process. And even if you don't know how things are going to turn out, jump in and you'll figure it out later, right? So trust the unknown, trust the path that you're on. Then this one was kind of stuck to it, and it says patience. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. So here we're trusting the process, we're taking action, we're being patient with ourselves and being patient with the process. And just because we don't get results immediately does not mean we're not getting the results. It just means we need to be patient. This is the equivalent of nurturing a little seed, feeding it, watering it, and then we get results. And thrown into this mix here, being trusting, being patient, we're also having a little bit of sense of humor and using our logic instead of getting swept up in emotions, emotional responses. I'm hearing the helicopter, which reminds me, rise above it. Don't get sucked into drama, see the bigger picture. Okay, amazing. Okay, let's get a card from the Archangel Michael deck and let's ask for elaboration for guidance for today and tomorrow. This one grabs my attention. Look at that. Just said rise above it. This card says detach. Now this card here talks about staying away from drama, cutting, there's a sword again, cutting yourself off from what is draining you, what is not serving you in any which way or form, and just staying away from any and all forms of drama, whether, because I'm hearing drama this week, but not necessarily personal. It feels like it's in the world. So it could be the news, something on the news that's going to be a little bit dramatic. So just take a step back, rise above it, see the bigger picture, stay far away from the drama, detach, right? Not easy, but doable. Remember this conversation when the drama comes up. That might help. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Wednesday, midweek, Wednesday and Thursday? What energy is here for all of us for Wednesday and Thursday? We have the Six of Pentacles. Now, if you look at this card, there's a very opulent looking witch, and she's sharing with the two what looks like peasant witches next to her. So this card is all about sharing. It's about being considerate. It's about balance. And it's also got a little bit to do with karma, right? So, and we have been actually dealing with a lot of karma balancing over the last while, but here I'm hearing Spirit say this is the final shove. So Wednesday and Thursday, all the good that you've been doing, or whatever good it is, whether it's good in your relationships, good in your career, good in your community, whatever good that you've been doing, you can expect to see some sort of reward in return, right? This card is also relevant to those of us that love helping others. So if you love helping people, you might have more resources to do that with. So that's nice. Okay, so essentially this card is about money, resources, sharing. Also, this is a very good omen, Spirit is saying, for people that have been stressing about money, which I think is the whole planet. You can expect to see money moving a little bit more freely. I'm also hearing the word windfall. So some of us might be in for some unexpected money, some unexpected earnings or reward of some sort, but there's a windfall in the work. So you can expect money midweek. Nice. Okay, now let's see, what do we have from the unicorns for Wednesday and Thursday? What do we need to be aware of on these days? Goddess, honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. Isn't that just a majestic card? I love it. Now, goddess energy is obviously very powerful. It's very creative. It's a very nurturing energy. And it's also a very giving and very receptive energy, right? So midweek looks like there's going to be a lot of feminine energy around. And I don't mean feminine as in necessarily female. Excuse me. I mean feminine as in giving. So it ties in with this card here of being open to being nurtured, being open to be receptive, allowing yourself to receive what you have earned. And then also with this card comes, I'm hearing the word celebration, to really celebrate who you are. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We all have God and Goddess within us, but in varying proportions, if that makes sense. So honor the nurturing side of you, the side of you that is creative, the side of you that is intuitive, the side of you that is receptive. That's the feminine side. That's the Goddess. Okay, lovely. Okay, what guidance is here for Archangel, well, from Archangel Michael for middle of the week, please, Wednesday and Thursday? Forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. How lovely is that? That also ties in with this card, the balancing of karma, right? So if you've been ruminating about the past, like a lot of us has been doing, all the planetary influences, including our good friend Mercury, has really made us go back there and think about what we could have done, should have done, must have done, and all the rest of it. We've really done some big dances through karma over the last while, through our karmic contracts and things like that. So, and the purpose of that is not to make us feel bad, but the purpose of that is actually for healing. So this week I'm hearing the word conclusion. So you can expect here, middle of the week, issues surrounding mom, your significant other, wife, girlfriend, all the feminine energy. You can expect a bit of this as well, as in healing with your feminine connections, right? So in other words, if you've had issues with your ex or your mom or your daughter or wherever there's been close connection to another female, if there has been, issues surrounding that, you can expect some sort of resolution in the middle of the week. Resolution is always good. So time to forgive yourself for what you think you've done wrong. At the end of the day, holding ourselves hostage to the past is never a good idea. It's always wise to just let ourselves off the hook, right? Yes, we can say we're sorry, we can apologize, we can right the wrongs, but we can't hold ourselves accountable forever. We're all responsible for our own journeys, no matter what. Okay, good. Okay, let's see, what do we have for Friday and the weekend here? What guidance is here for us for Friday and the end of the week? We have the Hierophant. If you look at this card, there's a yoga teacher, and these two are sitting here on the yoga mat, and they're like humming away there. So this card is about finding stillness, finding quiet within, finding peace, making peace, listening to our own inner wisdom, also being open to listening to the wisdom of others, right? And as I'm saying that, so my right ear is ringing. So this is about listening to inner wisdom, your intuitive hunches. And I'm also hearing the words, pay attention to signs, because they're saying a lot of us are getting signs from spirit at the moment. This can be in the form of birds, feathers, butterflies, coins, little random things that happen more than once. It's usually 3 times or more. When we see signs and things like that, that is a message from spirit to say, hello, we love you, we're here, we've got your back, have faith, right? So listening to intuition, listening to guidance, finding the quiet within, very important. Okay, now let's ask for elaboration on that from the Oracle of the Unicorns. Let's see, isn't that amazing? Sanctuary. It says here, take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on retreat. You just cannot make this up, can you? Okay, so Friday and the weekend, do exactly that. Make time for some quiet and restoration, because Spirit is reminding us that we've come out of, again, quite a hectic, energetic time, because we've had the eclipses, we have solstice today, I think it's full moon on Wednesday. So there's a lot of energetic weather that has really stirred a lot of things up, right? And it's been stirred up for good reason. It's to clear out the clutter. That's all it is. And Spirit is saying we've been through quite a heavy time. So we built, think of it like this, like we've built up momentum. And now we're screaming along down the road, and now we're getting to a corner. We're about to turn a corner in a good way. We've got to slow down. Otherwise we're going to get slingshotted across the other side. So be sure to slow down as you get to the corner, and you'll coast around the corner quite nicely. Okay, so we're headed for better, smoother waters, calmer times if we slow down. And I'm hearing the word, thank you, integrate. We need to integrate everything that we've experienced over the last while, whether that experience was good, bad, or indifferent. We need to integrate the higher understanding and the learnings of that on a conscious, subconscious, and soul level, so that it's well integrated. So when we turn the corner into the rest of the year, it's smoother and more sure-footed. Okay, what guidance is here from Archangel Michael for Friday and the weekend? Let's see. A favorable outcome. Okay, so in other words, if we do that, we take the time for quiet, we find sanctuary, meditate a little bit, listen to our own inner guidance, and just breathe, there'll be a better outcome than we think. Isn't that amazing? So please notice here in Archangel Michael's hand, sorry, these cards are well loved, as you can see. I've had them for years. This looks like scales in his hand. So that's about balance and fairness and a happy outcome that suits all. So it seems like there's big healing energy here this week. Lots and lots of healing over the last while that we've had. So really taking time for ourselves is very important this weekend. Okay, so what do I love about this week for us? What I do love is that, yes, a lot of the worst of it is now behind us. Our life lessons, we've had major things happen. that we maybe could not control, didn't feel like we had any control over whatsoever. Not fun, right? But we're integrating the learnings and the lessons from all of that. It's not an invitation for us to be dramatic and make everything worse. What it is about is seeing, like let's say there's been some sort of letting go involved. In other words, if you had to lose your job or lose a spouse, and I don't mean by death, that's a whole other ballgame. I'm talking about a breakup, an ending, a letting go of a house, a person, an object, a job, whatever it is that has left your life, it has needed to go, right? And that, of course, is not easy. It's not an easy thing to comprehend, let's say, losing a job. But allow, again, we've been doing a lot of that, allowing ourselves to heal it, to feel it, right? We've been doing that. Now we're integrating and realizing, okay, this is what's happened. I'm trying to see a bit of the humor in this. I'm trying to take a deep breath and just understand that on a soul level, it's all going to make sense eventually, which it's now starting to do. Because you might see that that job, let's say, that you lost actually was awful and you weren't happy with it to begin with. And it's making room for a better one. Or if you've lost, if there's been a breakup, you might see that that relationship, you were not happy in it anyway, right? Which makes space for a new one. Do you see where I'm going? Okay. So we're processing a lot of that in bulk, especially last week. There's a little bit more to go this week, but they're saying from Wednesday onward, we'll be able to start feeling like we're really getting there and we're really progressing. And we, again, turning the corner nice and slow, and then onwards and upwards from there. So what I love is exactly that. We've processed so much. We're now in a position where we need to start receiving and being willing receivers for all that we've been doing and giving and all the rest of it. Spirit is saying here very loudly, please understand that whatever hard work you put in to that relationship or that job or whatever it was that you expended energy on, you have not wasted your time or your energy. Any good intent in any which way or form is always returned. Always. The same goes with every negative intent as well. That's good old-fashioned karma, right? But please know that all the good that you've sent out, all that yummy stuff, it will be returned to you. The main thing is to just be a willing and open receiver about that, okay? So nurturing ourselves middle of the week, being open to receiving all the good stuff, being as peaceful as what we can, being compassionate, being kind to ourselves, and being compassionate and kind to others, really letting go of the past, working with forgiveness, really nice rest over the weekend, meditating, going within, and then we slingshot forward after that, moving on to better things, hopefully not too quickly. Slowly, slowly catch a monkey, as the saying goes. So, yes, there you go. There we have it, our week ahead. I'm wishing you all a great, happy week. Remember to take care of yourselves. Take it easy. Don't take anything or anyone personally. Look after yourselves. Retreat, withdraw, breathe, and all is well. So sending you all so much love. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you again next Monday for the next reading and forecast. Take care and have a great day. Bye.